Hello students, welcome to the next session of economics. In class 11th, we were discussing the topic correlation, and under the topic correlation, the previous day topic which we left was types of correlation. So the first type of correlation is the positive correlation. What comes under the positive correlation? So when there are two variables in the series or the two variables are given, so when the value of one variable is increasing, then the value of another will also increase. This is called the positive correlation. You can see in this diagram, the slope of this type of correlation is upward sloping. It is represented by the upward sloping line, and if the value of the one variable is decreasing, then the value of another variable will also decrease. This is called the positive correlation. The second one is the negative correlation. Under the negative correlation, when the value of one variable is increasing, then as a result, the value of another variable decrease. This is your negative correlation. Similarly, if the value of first variable is decreasing, then the value of second variable will increase. In this type of correlation, the value of correlation, if we are representing with the help of a diagram, so it is represented by the downward sloping line. After these two categories, the next category is linear correlation. Linear, I hope you all are familiar with the term. Linear means the straight line. So in this type of correlation, when the value of one variable is given, then we also check the value of second variable. So you can see in this example, we have x variable and y variable. We have assumed the x variable 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the y variable we have assumed as 10, 20, 30 and 40. So when we are taking the ratio of x ratio and y, then we are getting 1 upon 10, 1 upon 10, 1 upon 10 and 1 upon 10. So this is showing the linear correlation. If we'll represent this type of correlation on a diagram, then we'll get a straight line. So this is your linear correlation. So I guess you are able to connect to this concept, linear correlation. Under the linear correlation, the values or the relation is the positive, and the same values are coming if you are going for the calculation of the ratio. Adversely, if we'll talk about the non-linear correlation, so in this type of correlation, if the value of x and y variable are given, then if the value of one variable are 10, 20, 30 and 40, we assumed the second variable's value are 28, 32, 52 and 70. When we are going for the ratio of x and y, then we get 10 upon 28, 20 upon 32, 30 by 52 and 40 by 70. Then the ratio is not common. In linear correlation, the ratios were common, but in this type of correlation, the values of the correlation is not linear. If we'll go for the diagrammatic presentation, there will be no straight line. It will be variate. There will be the variation in the diagram. It will be like this. So after the category of positive correlation, negative correlation, linear and non-linear, the next category is simple correlation. So what is simple correlation? So it is in your syllabus in 10+1. As we on your screen, there are three types of correlation are given: simple correlation, partial correlation and multiple correlation. But under the simple correlation, there are three methods: scatter diagram, Karl Pearson's and Spearman's. These are in your syllabus, and which we will later discuss in the class. So first discuss about the simple correlation. What is simple correlation? It refers to such type of correlation where we calculate or we do the calculation, we study only two variables. We used to study maximum two variables in this simple correlation. The next category is partial correlation. Under the partial correlation, there are more than two variables are given, but at a point of calculation, we calculate only two variables at a point. For the third point or the third variable, we will calculate it separately. So this is your partial correlation. The next one is multiple correlation. So what is different in simple and partial and multiple? Under the multiple correlation, at a point we calculate minimum 3 variables. What we studied in the partial we minimum calculate 2 variables, and at a point we usually calculate only 2 variables or series, or the 2 variables quantitative data. So simple, partial and multiple is clear now. The next category is, next topic is methods of calculating correlation. So in your book there are 3 methods are given. As partial and correlation is not the part of your syllabus, now the first method under the calculation of correlation is scatter diagram method. Under this method there are 5 types of diagrams which are showing the value of correlation. We are representing with the help of diagrams, but this year it is removed from the syllabus. So now onwards in our syllabus there are only 2 more methods are left which we'll study. The second is Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation and the Spearman's rank correlation of coefficient. So under the Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation there are 3 methods of calculating correlation. The first method is direct method, the second method is shortcut method, and the third method is step deviation method. So for calculating the values of the correlation we use direct method, shortcut and step deviation method in this approach. After this, the last topic of the chapter and the next category of the method is Spearman's rank correlation of coefficient. So in this Spearman's method there are three types of conditions are given, or we solve the question by 3 methods. The first condition usually given in the Spearman's method is when ranks are given. This method we known as the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. The first technique which we use to solve the question is when ranks are given in the question. The second is when ranks are not given, and the third category is when ranks are equal. So students, I hope this is clear what we have discussed today in the session of statistics in class 11th. We have covered the types of correlation, 7 types of correlation we have discussed. After that we were discussing about the methods of calculating correlation. So there are 3 methods, but now we will study only Karl Pearson and Spearman's method of calculating correlation. So we have covered these topics. So now onwards in the next session only your numerical calculation and the formulas are left. So in the next session we'll discuss about the Karl Pearson's direct, shortcut and step deviation method, its numericals, and under the in the next series of the class we will cover the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient, in which we will discuss about the questions based on the when ranks are given, ranks are not given, and when ranks are equal. So if you have any query, question, doubt, any type of question in your mind you are having, so we can discuss in the online sessions which are going on, or you can ask during the classes. Okay students, see you in the next session.